And hello everyone, welcome to the Schaefer Gymnasium here on the campus of Southwestern Assemblies of God University in Waxahachie, Texas, as the SAGU Lady Lions prepare a volleyball match against the Mid-America Christian University Lady Evangels. That's a mouthful.
Well, so Southwestern Assemblies of God University,
Yes,
so we can't complain.
Hey, hello everyone, I'm Rob Price, along with my co-host Tim Roberts. A non-conference game, but a soon-to-be conference foe next year, Tim.
Yeah, they're from the SAGU Athletic Conference, where we'll soon be joining, so it's an exciting game. We've already faced this team once. This team we faced a lot in the past 2 years, so it's really going to be, if you've learned anything from SAGU volleyball, it's going to be an exciting game. Just go and assume that before the game even starts. We're going to go over to Bianca Alarcon right now, who's courtside with Coach Hakemore. Bianca? All right, actually, we're not having an interview right now, so let's go ahead and start talking about some team leaders going into this game. Go ahead and start with the Lady Evangels first. Their kills leader is Becca Anderson. She has 151 on the year. Assists, Callie Solie, she has 368. It's an impressive total considering she missed the first couple of games of the year. She's come back from an injury, so good job for her getting that total up there already. Blocks, again, Becca Anderson with 106. She's 6'1", so you expect her to be a powerful force there in the middle.
There are several players above 6 foot on the squad.
Yeah, exactly,
right?
and this is a big team for blocks. They have 262 blocks on the season. That's good for number 2 in the nation. So that could be a really big battle at the line today. Diggs leader is Taryn Walker with 178. And Aces leader, Jordan Batley with 30. So this is a very good team. They're 15-7 right now, so they are definitely a force to be reckoned with.
2-4 in the Senior Athletic Conference, which is where we're joining next year, but their record is not indicative of how good of a ball club that they are.
Exactly, because like I said, they're 15-7. They start off a little bit rough, and now they're rallying back, and they're looking like to be a very good team.
For the SAGU team leaders, hey, we got to talk about Jessica Sodich. 281 kills on the season so far. Taylor Calvary just passed 3,000 assists on the season. Right now she has 673 on 2012 season. Cassie Cox, 33 blocks as our team leader. Jessica Sodich again, 249 digs, 11 double-doubles. That's kills and digs per game. Aces, Caitlin Hudson, got to talk about her 23 aces already, leading the squad this year. Number 3 all-time in kills, Tim.
Very impressive. We're ready with that interview now. We'll go over to Bianca Alarcon on the sideline with Coach Hank Moore. Bianca?
Guys, I'm here with head volleyball coach Hank Moore. Now, coach, it was a big week for Cassie Cox. She was named volleyball player of the week by the Red River Athletic Conference, had her highest percentage of kills, 21 kills and 32 swings. What can we expect from her tonight?
Probably expect the same thing. Cassie's playing at a really high level right now, doing a great job, working hard every day and a great attitude and just a great player. You'll get that same performance. We hope we need that performance out of her tonight.
And out of the 13 matches that are left, 11 are at home. What kind of advantage do you feel that gives us?
Well, if it wasn't fall break, it gives us a great advantage playing here. We have great fans, and normally the atmosphere here is set by our student body. They do a great job.
Okay, well, thanks so much, Coach, and good luck in tonight's game.
Thank you, Bianca.
Back to you guys.
Welcome back to the Schaefer Center here on the campus of Southwestern Assemblies of God University. Rob Price here with Tim Roberts. And it's fall break, so we don't have a huge crowd tonight, Tim, but the enthusiasm is still there for those who have come out.
Got that typical fall break crowd, all the students heading home. They've been at school for a whole month now. How can you blame them? They got to be exhausted, the poor things. So,
well, the Lions have no break. They're in action tonight here. And what's your thoughts about tonight's game?
Well, tonight's game is going to be, it's a rematch from the first game they played this year. They up in Oklahoma City. They faced these Lady Evangels. They won that opening game. It was their only win in their first 9 games. A rough start, we all know about that story. But they won that first game 3-1. Noticeable absences, though, in that game. Callie Solie was out of that game for the Lady Evangels. She's their assist leader. Just a huge centerpiece to this Lady Evangels offense. But also worth noting, Cassie Cox was still out with injury at that point, and she is rallying back to be quite the force. Obviously, if you follow along with SAGU News, you know that Cassie Cox was just named the Red River Athletic Conference Volleyball Player of the Week. And when you look through this Red River Athletic Conference, you look through how fierce the competition that you face. That's an impressive stat.
It's a huge honor for
when you're in the same conference as the defending national champion, who's still undefeated this season, ranked #1 in the nation, when you can be the best player of the week in that conference, very huge. So congratulations to Cassie Cox. huge centerpiece of this Lions offense.
Another great player to watch tonight is the freshman, Emily Smith. You mentioned her a moment ago. The leader, or I should say second aces with 22, second in digs with 202. She's the libero for SAGU and really making a mark early in her first year.
And the libero is a position that not people know about, but it is one of the it's the key defensive position in a game that's so defined by who can get the best spike. That's what gets the attention. She is just a great force. Again, stepping in as a freshman, it's a huge position to take on in such a young role, but she is doing a great job so far. So keep an eye on her tonight. Emily Smith really kind of staking her claim. Obviously, another key player we talked about already for the Mid-America Christian, but it's Callie Solie. They have more of a twin set situation, but she's leading the team with sets right now, 368 on the season, and that obviously is with missing the first 2 games.
We just received our starting lineup, so we'll give them to you for the Mid-America Christian University Lady Evangels. Starting for the lineup today will be number 2, Jenny Pratt, number 8, Jennifer Allen, number 11, Renee Crockett, number 12, Casey Montgomery, number 14, Callie Solie, you mentioned her, and number 16, Becca Anderson, and finally, number 33, Jordan Botley, a sophomore from Oklahoma City University.
Yeah, and obviously on the SAGU side, you have Emily Smith, the freshman libero starting, Caitlin Pascal, also another freshman for the Lady Lions, Jessica Sotis, the sophomore, and Kills leader in the Red River Athletic Conference. So that's a huge, again, Lady Lions just looking great this year in the standings as far as it comes to players, and the standings for the wins front look better also. You have Caitlin Hudson, obviously just passed 1,000 all-time kills at our last game here. Now the 3rd all-time kill leader for the Lady Lions. Taylor Calverley and Cassie Cox. So those really, that centerpiece, the big 3 talk about of Hudson, Calverley, and Cox. They're the tri-captains, and there you have to look for in a game that's, well, just like always, you can expect us to want to stay close throughout the entire thing. In the first game this year, Lady Lions won the first set 25-20, lost the second 25-22, won the third 25-21, and finally opened it up for a 25-15 win in set 4. But I can guarantee you this one's going to be another close one.
We're just about a minute and a half away from our opening serve, so stay with us here on SAGU.TV. We'll be right back with volleyball action, the SAGU Sports Network. Stay with us.
Back to the Schaefer Center. The Lady Lions about ready to take on the Lady Evangels. Just a reminder, Facebook.com/SAGU Sports Live. If you're watching SAGU Sports Live, you gotta like the Facebook page. We keep it jam-packed full of all the information you need, as well as highlights the day after each game, so you can make sure and relive those moments. And this is a good time to like it, because Saturday is homecoming, and we're gonna have some goodies on homecoming for our Facebook friends, our Facebook likes.
I like goodies.
What?
I like goodies.
Yeah, it'll be on Facebook, the announcement of what we're going to be doing. But be sure to get on there and like it, get your friends to like it. Stay tuned in, because we got a lot coming up. The fall season of SAGU Sports Live is just getting started.
And that pregame show begins at 1:45 this Saturday.
Gotta be there.
Big homecoming day. Be sure to either come out to the stadium or catch us on SAGU.TV. It's about time for the national anthem here at the Schaefer Gymnasium, so let's turn it over to our PA address, and we'll get started with tonight's volleyball game.
Welcome to Southwestern Assembly University for tonight's game featuring the Lady Evangels of Mid-America Christian University and your Southwestern Lady Lions. Please rise for a word of prayer and remain standing for the national anthem sung by Sarah Kirk, sister of SAGU player Alyssa Kirk.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight, o'er the ramparts we watched, were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets rattling, the bombs bursting in
Southwestern Assemblies of God University welcomes all players, officials, and spectators to today's contest. As a member of the NAIA and the Red River Athletic Conference, we are committed to the true spirit of competition by being a champion of character. Through the 5 core character values the NAIA embraces, which are respect, integrity, responsibility, servant leadership, and sportsmanship. We ask each of you as a participant, official, or spectator to abide by these values by creating a positive environment in which our athletes may participate. Our officials may work, and you, the spectator, may enjoy. Please enjoy this contest. It is now time for the starting lineups for the Lady Evangels. At setter, senior number 14, Callie Solie. At outside hitter, sophomore number 33, Jordan Batley. At middle blocker, junior number 12, Casey Montgomery. At opposite, junior number 8, Shelby Wright. At outside hitter, senior number 11, Renee Crockett. At middle blocker, senior number 16, Rebecca Anderson. And at libero, freshman number 2, Jenny Pratt. Head coach is Craig Reeves. And now, ladies and gentlemen, the starting lineups for your Southwestern Lady Lions. At center, freshman from Waxahachie, Texas, number 3, Caitlin Pascal. At outside hitter, sophomore from Mobile, Texas, number 5, Jessica Sardich. At middle hitter, freshman from Kenmore, Washington, number 6, JJ Abbott. At outside hitter, senior from Mansfield, Texas, number 8, Caitlin Hudson. At center, junior from Mansfield, Texas, number 9, Taylor Calverley. At middle hitter, junior from Lufkin, Texas, number 11, Cassie Cox. And at libero, freshman from Red Oak, Texas, number 2, Emily Smith. Head coaches Hank Moore, assisted by Jordan Briggs and Kyle Nelson.
I can't. Yeah, I'm trying to unlock it.
Okay, the players are doing the traditional handshake under the net, and it's time for some volleyball action here at the Schaefer Gymnasium. If you're on the campus, come on out and support these Lady Lions. There's plenty of seats. Although it's fall break, your Lions are in action as they prepare to play a non-conference game. Although, again, we mentioned soon they will be a conference foe, Tim.
Yeah. And the Lady Lions definitely did not take a fall break. They just came off a huge road win over the University of St. Thomas Houston, giving them their first conference loss of the year down there at St. Thomas. They rallied back, trailing 2-1 going into set 4, won it all in 5 sets. So like you said, this Lady Lions team is very accustomed to taking things down to the wire, and we can expect that tonight again, I think. I would not be surprised at all.
Just look at the banners next to the flag. Hank Moore has got the credentials. He puts together a solid team every year he's been a part of our program.
Yep, and he's done a great job rallying the season around. Again, they opened the season 1-8. If they can pull out a win tonight, they will even things right back up at 10-10, be in the great position to make this another memorable season at SAGU for Lady Lions volleyball.
Absolutely. So the refs are taking their positions, and our starters are in place, and let's play some volleyball here. The Schaefer Gymnasium service set, ready to go, set to receive. Your Lady Lions.
Renee Crockett will serve for the Lady Evangels to get this all started up. That's out.
Block out of bounds. Point to the Lady Lions.
Good initial job. Solid hit by Caitlin Hudson.
Absolutely.
The deflection off of Mid-America just went too far.
Hudson and Sodich are outside hitters. Casey Cox handles duties in the middle. Here's a tipped attempt and into the net. Point out to the Lady Lions.
Lady Lions wanted to get a nice start. Nice opening start to this game would be very good for them to
Briggs set to
get going.
Set to serve. And that serve unable to be handled by number 11 for the Evangels, Renee Crockett. Point out to the Lady Lions to take an early 3-0 advantage.
So yeah, that's an ace right there for Brittany Briggs. So 3-0 Lady Lions. Hudson down the line, and that's in.
Nice
Very
point by
solid
Hudson.
job by Caitlin Hudson.
Solid.
Just read the court perfectly, and she tacks on another kill to her impressive
Briggs
career
now.
total.
Her 5th serve. Back set. Here's a slide from Hudson.
Another.
Unable to
Wow.
handle that powerful kill. Hudson chalk it up.
And the Lady Lions tear out open to a 5-0 lead. Last 2 kills by Caitlin Hudson.
Nice deep serve by Briggs.
That
Found the
one's
open
in.
spot left of the libero. Point out to Lady Evangels.
Priscilla West with the kill from Belo Horizonte, Brazil. First point for the Lady Evangels.
Montgomery with the serve into the net. Free point for the Lady Lions. 6-1, Tim. Unexpected. Quick jump. I mean, this Mid-American team is solid. Being down 6-1 early is not what they wanted to see. They reset the ball. Handled by the Lady Lions. Back set. Sodic hit the line.
Yes,
it did hit
did.
the line.
Found it perfectly. Jessica Sodic going long on that one, fooling the Lady Evangels into thinking it was going out.
That's a deep serve. Yes, I can call it just out. Hudson was going for that high deep serve to angle back in and just a bit wide. So point out to the Lady Evangels. 7-2. They find themselves down. Calverley, short back set, handled by Cassie Cox. Your player of the week last week as she takes a step aside. 8-2. Hank Moore encouraging his troops on the sideline.
And that right there is why Cassie Cox was the player of the week for the Red River Conference. She just drills that one into the floor.
Emily Smith. Set, tip, nice block by Sodic. Reset by the Lady Evangels. Handled by Briggs. Over to Calverley.
Nice save by Callie Soli for the Lady Evangels. Sodic,
Block
that
out.
will go wide.
Love the ball movement early on. I'm seeing for the Lady Lions, Tim. They're
Yeah, it's
really sharing the wealth.
Looking very fluid for the Lady Lions. When it works for them, it works perfectly. And they're up 9-2 right now. That'll go.
They have to get clear over from the
And
side,
it won't
and they
get
do
back
not. Libero
over.
unable to pull that over. She was out of bounds, trying to hit a bump save, clear across the net. Didn't quite reach it. 10-2, our first time out here at the Schaefer Gymnasium, as the Lions out to a fast and furious lead.
Yeah, and they're doing it very well right now. It's all just, like I said, on the power of that front line, getting the perfect passes for the kills so far. They're up 10-2 at the moment.
The Lady
Just a
Evangels just don't
furious
seem like they're like in sync yet. I'm not
Yeah.
sure what the problem is. They're probably a lot better team than this, but just a little bit out of sync in how they're moving the ball around.
Sometimes it takes a minute. Sometimes it takes a little while to get yourself really clicking back into the game. But
You know, it's kind of like my golf game. It usually takes me about 7 or 8 holes before I know what the heck I'm doing out there. By that time, I'm already blown my score, so I can totally relate to what they're going through.
well, about that
I feel
time,
their pain.
you're already done with the game pretty much. So that's the problem. So Lady Lions hold an 8-point lead. Go back out. Emily Smith to serve to try to keep this furious Lady Lions open going. And that
Nice
was
serve again. The back set, the back row unable to handle that serve from Smith.
We mentioned how Emily Smith is second on the team in aces. She notches another one right there, ahead 11-2.
Here's Smith again.
Another ace. Wow.
Taryn Walker unable to handle that. Not a very difficult serve, but unable to handle that coming off the left side.
Kind of a curveball serve, just came in just right. Goes off her hands. Lady Lions dominating early.
Up against the back wall. And the Lady Evangels break that string of, I believe it was about 7 in a row. 6 in a row. Check that, 6 in a row broken by the Lady Evangels as they'll have a chance to serve to try to climb back in this match. Soft, short serve. Sodic with authority sends it home.
And you
Chalked
cannot,
it up for a huge kill.
you can't, that's the problem with that short serve is occasionally it'll drop in. But if the Lady Lions are able to field it, you are just giving Sodic or Cox something to just put away. Lady Lions back up by 10.
Freshman Caitlin Pascal, number 3, checks in for the Lady Lions in the front.
Dig by Sodic.
Calvary with the set, back to Sodic, block.
Oh, pancake dig by
Great
Sodic.
pancake.
Smith drops it over.
Back set, handled by Calverley. There's a whistle. Net call, point out to Mid-America.
Lady Evangels.
Great pancake, though. You saw that right in front of us.
Right there, excellent dig. Lady Evangels get the point, though.
Uh-oh, a little miscommunication, but yeah, the Lady Evangels unable to handle that simple pushback over by the Lions, and
Just goes
it's
off.
14-4, just like that.
Just goes off of Jordan Stouter's hands. Lady Lions doing a great job of keeping this a wide lead at the moment, not letting the Lady Evangels rally back into this.
Good deep serve.
And another ace. Lady Lions racking up the aces. That's 4 in this first game, I believe. And they are up by 11.
I am shocked. These seem to be fairly easy serves to handle in the back row, but unable to handle that serve. Here's a shorter one by Sodic. Short set, nice save by Sodic, but it angles out of bounds.
Assist from the fan there, but I don't think that's allowed.
Alyssa Kirk in for Sodic.
Soli back to serve for Mid-America.
Soft serve. Calverley back to Caitlin Hudson. Not much on that one.
That goes long.
Well, that was close.
And a class act right there. Class act
is a class act.
by Hank Moore. The ball went wide. The point was awarded to SAGU. Hank Moore yelled in, "We touched," giving the point to Lady Evangels. You don't see that very often. That's an absolute class act from a very classy coach. Unbelievable, really.
And that one hits the line. That one's definitely a SAGU point as Cox checks back in for the libero. 16-6 your score early. And don't think Hank's giving him free points. He's just an honest man, so that's
exactly.
It's the right thing to do.
He wants to win more than anybody, but he wants to win right. As the Lady Evangels drilled that one home. So far, the Lady Lions have done a good job keeping this a 9 or 10 point game. Not letting that initial run go to waste at the moment.
Priscilla West, a 6-foot senior from Brazil, checking in for the Lady Evangels on the front row. Hudson handles the serve. Cox, that's a kill. Blocked out of bounds by the Lady Evangels.
And when you can just put that much speed on a kill, it doesn't matter if you get the block on it. It's so hard to get an accurate block when it's coming at you that fast. Just to flex off out of bounds, Lady Lions right back to a 10-point cushion. Almost another ace. And that's into the net. 4 touches before into the net, so the Lady Lions 18-7. Another timeout by MACU as the Lady Lions are just owning this first set right now.
18-7 your score, and again we mentioned earlier, everyone's getting a lot of touches, Tim. I mean, there's not one person dominating this game at
It's
all.
just looking really good, and right, again, something's just not clicking with Mid-America Christian right now. You can just tell that something's not quite that's not quite going the way they want it to, with the serves that are just kind of dropping off of their hands. So it might just have some first game inconsistencies here. The question will be, will it vanish going into game 2, as it appears the Lady Lions have this one. It would just appear that way. They're 7 points away from taking an easy game 1.
Head coach Craig Ruiz putting in the 6-foot senior from Brazil, hoping for a spark from her. We'll see if that can happen for the Mid-America Christian University Lady Evangels as they find themselves down early.
Oh, nice.
That was
look
from
by Calverley. Unable to dig that one.
And Hank Moore is protesting that call. And the referee, actually, I overheard her. She just said she missed it. She's apologizing to Hank. So that's 2 points, I guess. One Hank gave and one Hank wants back for the Evangels score. Oh, a nice set and a little mini kill. I'm not sure what you call that. A tip. That's right. We call that a tip.
Just
from Cassie Cox, and it counts.
I don't think that's what she wanted to do, but it worked perfectly as the ball found its way over the net. The Lady Lions having no trouble breaking any sort of momentum for the Lady Evangels. Cassie Cox goes right over.
Nice kill.
Put it in her vicinity right now, and she will find a way to score with it.
The Evangels pass was over the net. It was an overpass, and Cox handled that no problem. Back set. Handled by the libero. Here comes Calverley.
Oh, what a move by Calverley.
A back tip. Calverley found an open spot behind her. She has eyes in the back of her head.
That was amazing.
How did she find that spot?
It looked exactly like she was ready to deflect it to Cassie Cox. Just with the back of her fingers, flips it in perfectly. Lady Lions up 21-8.
Another overpass. Another whistle. Net. Touched by the Lady Lions.
And right there again, where we saw it, Mid-America Christian is just not doing very good on passing. Their passes are going too long. And when you have such aggressive killers on the front like Cox and Sodich and Hudson,
they're going to make you pay.
You can't give them those opportunities.
Back set, and that's a mistake. A mistake from the setting from Calverley, and Cox unable to handle that tough back set.
Well, she tried it the last time, just kind of flipping it over. Didn't work that time.
That's a short set. That almost didn't hit the net. Really puzzled at the quality of play from your Lady Evangels. I'm sure they'll pick up the pace here, but struggling in game one and set one. Mid-America down 22-10. Emily Smith and libero set back to serve for the Lions. That's a good one. There's a back set. Block. Abbott. Kill rejected, block back, and falls on the SAGU side. Point out, Lady Evangels. Jordan Batley, a 5'9" sophomore from Oklahoma City, checks in for Mid-America.
Another short serve.
Calverley to Sodich.
And like I said, that serve can catch you off guard occasionally, but if it doesn't work, when you have such a good front line that can set the ball so perfectly, that's just, like I said, it's like giving somebody a lob in tennis. They're going to kill it.
Yeah, absolutely. Block, out of bounds.
Jordan Batley with the kill right there. But the Lady Lions lead stands at 11, just 2 points away from taking game one.
Mid-America staying alive, and that's an ace. Hit the back of the line. So the Lady Evangels just hanging in there, looking for a quick run to put this back into within wind's grasp, as they are now down only 10. Was a lot worse a few moments ago. Front set, blocked by Abbott. Handled by Sodich. Calverley to Pascal. Great stop by Clayton Hudson, and Sodich puts it away.
That entire battle took place right around the net. Lady Lions finally found a way to get it away from the scrum, put it away.
And we are at game point in set number one. Nice play. Nice play by Lady Evangels, and they'll take that point. The last 2 or 3 minutes, Tim, you've seen just a higher quality of play from Mid-America. I think they're finally finding their sea legs.
That's the key. I mean, obviously, chances of winning this game are close to none, but you want to get a little bit of momentum going into game two. A little bit of discussion on the official call. And that's the game.
I'm not sure what happened there.
The point was initially awarded to Mid-America Christian, but after a brief discussion, the point was awarded to SAGU. So a little anticlimactically, Lions take game one. We'll be right back after this commercial break here on the SAGU Sports Network.
Welcome back to the Schaefer Gymnasium as your Lady Lions take set one easily, 25-14, I think.
13, 25-13. The last point did not count in a kind of a bizarre exchange there. So the Lady Lions, again, they opened up with a quick 5-0 run, led 7-1, led 12-2, and then just, like I said, never gave that up. Went back and forth from then on out. Made that early run count in the end. We're going to head over now to Bianca Alarcon on the sideline. She has an interview. Bianca?
Thanks, guys. I'm here with former volleyball player Laura Espinoza. Now, Laura, with only a year out of the game, how does it feel to be a spectator?
It's definitely heartbreaking for me. I would love to be out here on the court, but it's definitely refreshing seeing the girls compete and mesh as a team together without, me and the other seniors that left.
Okay, now Cassie Cox was named by the Red River Athletic Conference Volleyball Player of the Week for her performance against St. Thomas. You were also named Volleyball Player of the Week around this time last year against St. Thomas. What are some other similarities that you see between last season and this season?
I definitely see that the chemistry between the team is definitely working as well as what we had last year. Cassie is such a strong player, and I loved every minute, and every time we played against each other, she was great. So I definitely expect that from her coming from, this point in the season.
Okay, well, thanks so much, Laura.
No problem. Thank you.
Back to you guys.
Thank you, Bianca, very much, and thank you, Laura Espinoza, one of our fine, outstanding recent SAGU graduates who played a handful of years successfully in our volleyball program.
Yeah, very excellent player out there. Got some first half stats for you. Obviously, very dominated by the Lady Lions. Leading the day with kills is Jessica Sodich with 6. Lady Lions hit 542 in that first game. If you don't understand hitting percentage, basically assume it's like batting average. So you're batting 542 right now. That's amazing. They had 4 aces in that first game, while the Lady Evangels were led in kills by Jordan Batley with 3, and 8 assists from Callie Soli, 7 assists from Taylor Calverley, just below her average, but she had 2 kills to match. So, like I said, just an excellent first game by the Lady Lions, and kind of easily captured.
Check that, yeah. J.J. Abbott now set to begin set number 2 as the Lady Lions look to improve on an impressive set 1 win.
It'll be interesting to see how the Lady Evangels respond after falling so easily. As Cassie Cox.
A quick point by Cox. And again, another overpass by the Lady Evangels, and Cox just hammers it, puts it away.
They're just not passing consistently enough, and that's just too easy for Cassie Cox.
Abbott, nice serve over the net. Another overpass, and Kaylin Hudson's turn to handle that one. Kill. Number 3,000 and something. It's quite a few. I'm sorry, 1,000 and something. It's quite a few.
Yeah, you just cannot give the Lady Lions that advantage. They will take that. Hudson and Cox just live for doing that. That's an ace.
Serve, a great serve, just barely over the net. Those are tough to handle at that velocity. 3-0. Lions up with 2 overpass kills and an ace by Abbott. A little deeper serve this time. Evangels handle that with a back set.
Into the net. And so just like game 1, the Lady Lions fire right out, up 4-0, making it work well right now.
Set by Lady Evangels, block.
Caitlin Pascal, the freshman from Waxahachie, Texas, just goes up, taking on the 6'1" senior from Brazil, and absolutely rejects that.
Oh, that's a great serve. That's a great serve, and that was not a mistake, Tim. That was a short, soft lob serve, barely over the net, and the front line didn't even get it.
Abbott just kept pushing him back with some deeper serves, drops that in one perfectly. She has 2 aces to start this game out. Lady Lions up 6-0.
Great placement. Back set by Lady Evangels. That sails wide, and that's another point for the Lions. After we began the game about 90 seconds ago, and it's 7-0.
7 points already. They are just, and again, that was probably the first true error by Lady Evangels that will get counted as an error. Besides that, Lady Lions doing it all themselves.
Nice tip by the Lady Evangels.
Cassie Cox
found the open spot right in the exact middle of the court, so chalk it up as a kill. Wasn't a typical Cassie Cox kill, but it counts in the stats. 8-0, Lady Lions.
Very impressive look right now.
Abbott. Short set, block, handled by the Lady Lions. Front set to the Brazilian, and she finds an open spot. Abbott unable to handle that one, and that may be the spark you're looking for if you're the Lady Evangels.
That kills an 8-point run to start out game 2. High serve.
Cox.
And that never gets back over. And you got to believe that intimidation factor, having Cassie Cox up there, affected that one. The Lady Evangels were nervous and trying to get it back over the top. And the Lady Lions just clicking on all cylinders at the moment.
Riggs put the ball in play.
What a dig.
Nice pancake. Libero handles it, a whistle.
But the point goes for the Lady Lions, a double touch. I'm sorry, the Lady Evangels. Double touch on the Lady Lions.
Ball in play again for the Lady Evangels.
Look
Set,
out.
handled by Cox, a nice kill attempt, but handled by the Lady Evangels. And Briggs unable to bring that one back in play. 9-3. Lady Evangels trying to climb back in this match. And they better start pretty fast, Tim, or this is going to get out of hand.
It got out of hand in game 1, and so they know how it can go.
Back set, Caitlin Hudson. Nice cross-court kill by the senior.
Just a pure kill by Kayla Hudson right there, going all the way across the court with that one. Finding right in between the gap.
Priscilla West from Brazil takes a seat on the bench. Belo Horizonte, if I said that right, Brazil. Check up on my Portuguese. Nice save by the libero. Calverley over to Sodic, blocked back. Evangels will take that point. 10-4. SAGU still comfortably in front. Walker on the serve. Calverley over to Sodic.
Nice dig by the Evangels.
Briggs, Calverley back set to Cox. No chance to get that one. Even the closest player, number 24, had to smile at that one. Taryn Walker just stood up and smiled and said basically, nice hit, Miss Cox.
And that's one of those you don't want to get in the way of necessarily. That's a fastball.
Ooh, just a bit
just
outside.
Wide. Almost dropped that one in for another SAGU ace.
Libero checks out for the Lady Evangels. Into the game is number 12, Casey Montgomery.
That almost falls to no one.
But a great save by Mid-America.
Free for the Lions.
Back set to Abbott, block, still alive, but into the stands, and that's going to be point out for Southwestern Lady Lions. Pascal checking in now to the game. Out goes Briggs.
You're seeing some urgency on the Lady Evangel side now. They're hustling more to the ball. They're kind of taking those dives. They know that they need to strike quick if they want to have a chance tonight. Goes right back over.
Pass by
free
Hudson.
for the Lady Evangels.
Another
free.
Pass, but a great save by Hudson. Short set. That's a nice little tip. Goes down as a kill for number 33, Jordan Batley.
Soli with the serve.
Wow. Sodic
Too far
got up there, but the ball sailed just a bit past the out-of-bounds line, so
the Lady
12-7.
Lady Evangels have cut it down to 5 now. Trying to climb back into this one after falling behind 8-0.
Sodic. Nice save by Hudson. Wow, that's a great kill attempt by Sodic, handled it by the Lions, and that's going to be way handled by the Lady Evangels, but they then sail it wide. 13-7 your score here at the Schaefer Gymnasium. SAGU Lions comfortably ahead.
Sodic back to serve. She had an ace in game 1.
There's a whistle.
Double touch on the Lady Lions.
Alyssa Kirk in for.
That's what's been impressive so far, is I believe every time a whistle's blown for a net violation or a double touch, it's been on the Lady Lions, and yet they've comfortably led the whole time. They've scored all their points without the help of errors on the Lady Evangels. Lady Evangels only had 2 service errors in game 1.
Oh, that's a nice tip. Took the
Abbott just
set
finessely.
itself and tipped it over. Found an open hole in the Lady Evangels defense. Point out to the Lady Lions.
Oh, Cassie Cox making that one look easy. Goes up high. And again, don't also have to slam it through the turf. Sometimes you just got to tap it in the one spot no one is.
There's a whistle on the play. We're not sure. Okay, we're back to play. Kirk handles that one. Back set to Pascal. Block. Save in the net.
Still alive.
Pascal gets it back over. We'll reset.
What a
Block
block.
by Hudson, and
that
that's
goes
going to
wide.
sail just a bit wide. Good overall point. Both sides played well. But Lions will end up with that point, and they'll go to the bench with a timeout called, leading this ball game 16-8. And you don't want to say 3-0, but it's looking like it's heading down that path, Tim.
Well, the way the Lady Lions opened this one, they jumped out 8-0. Lady Evangels did a good job for that. They went on a 7-4 run to cut this back to 12-7. 5-point game, very manageable. Lady Lions have since then opened up. Just a reminder, we have 12 Angry Jurors opening up for SAGU Theater. October 18th is the opening night. Get your tickets here at SAGU. It's going to be a great production. SAGU Theater Department obviously has come so far in its brief period of being alive, and you're going to want to see that. You're absolutely going to want to see that. It was if you've seen the plays in the past, 1984, things like that, some amazing stuff. So October 18th is opening night. It runs for 4 days. Going to have a great ensemble cast. Obviously, if you don't know, based on the play and the movie 12 Angry Men.
Yes.
Slight adaptation since
some females in the
yeah,
cast.
you want to have a nice ensemble cast. So 12 Angry Jurors, make sure and come out and see it. And that puts
The
away.
Brazilian puts it away.
Priscilla West.
She's played well since she was brought in halfway through set number 1 for the Lady Evangels as they cut the lead to 7.
Needing to strike fast
Back
to stay
set
relevant.
to
This
Pascal
one- oh.
just wound up that right hand and let it fly, Tim, and there was no stopping that kill as she takes a seat after giving the Lions a 17-9 advantage.
Does seem like a free-for-all right now. If you're a Lady Lion, just take a swing. It's working.
Strong serve by Briggs. Here comes Priscilla West again, and she delivers again for Mid-America. The 6'1" senior from Brazil making a difference now on the court for the Lady Evangels, staying alive, 17-10. Easy serve will be handled by Cox. Set back to Cox. Easily handled by Lady Evangels. Now a back set off Kirk's hands. Point out for Mid-America.
Lady
Jordan
Evangels.
Stouter from Moore, Oklahoma, the freshman, serves it to Hudson. Calverley back to Hudson. Block. Recovered by the Lions. Over to Cox. Tip. Handled by the Lady Evangels. They'll reset.
Hudson. And that's a double touch.
hit.
A lift by the Lady Evangels.
Love the ball movement by the Lions. They're in that flow again, Tim, but they know where they want to put the ball. They're placing it there. Everyone's in position. And that's Hank Moore volleyball for you right there. Just solid all-around offensive volleyball.
Just absolutely routine as the Lady Evangels call for another timeout. Trailing by 7. Last timeout resulted in a brief run for them. So, and again, you need to take this one. You don't want to fall down 2-0 on the road in this situation, especially since it was game 1 was such an easy one for the Lady Lions. And game 2 has not been nearly as easy, but like you said, when you open up 8-0, when you're playing from behind, that far behind that early, Lady Lions haven't expanded their lead since then. They've just kept it status quo. And that's all they have to do right now is just, they can play 1-1 the rest of the way. And as Lady Evangels, you got to find a way to go on a run right now. At the very least, get some momentum going into game 3 to try to put together a massive rally.
Make sure you check out our Facebook page, as Tim loves to mention. Like us, give us your comments. We always like to I won't say cater, but we like to really serve the needs of our audience and
We
make it
wanna-
the best viewing experience possible for all those
we wanna
watching
show
SAGU
you
TV.
what we want to show you what you want to see. Exactly.
Absolutely.
We want you guys to see exactly what you want to see from SAGU Sports Live. So hey, go on there, tell us what you like, tell us what you want to see more of. Tell us you want a water polo team. We don't care. We'll find a way.
Ball back in play now. Evangelists look to score, and they do with authority, and letting everyone in the gym know that she's happy about that is number 16, Becca Anderson, the senior, 6'1" from Cleburne, just down the road, Cleburne, Texas, trying to fire up her Lady Evangelist teammates.
And that's what they need right now. They need to get fired up. That goes far.
Great eye by Hudson. Was going to take that, let it go over her head, and it was about a foot out.
So a free point, free serve. Emily Smith coming in to serve. She had 2 aces in the first game.
That's a good serve. There's a whistle. I'm not sure what the whistle was. It looked like a clean play.
We'll have a discussion here.
And the refs will confer. From our end, Tim, it looked like it was a clean kill attempt.
It looked, I think the debate might be whether or not West touched the net. It looked like she came very close. And that the whistle was initially blown, but no call was made, so we'll see exactly what's happening. So it will be a replay of the point. No point to either team. The whistle was blown on a non-foul attempt, so we will start that one all over again.
No harm, no foul.
Lady Lions leading 19-12.
Or when I play basketball, no blood, no foul.
Well, I'm pretty sure if there's blood in volleyball, there's a problem. It's pretty much a non-contact sport. Actually, it wasn't West. I'm not sure who it was, but someone had appeared to touch the net, so the whistle was blown. In fact, it was the purple outer coating that was touched, which is perfectly legal. And it goes Lady Evangel's way as that serve sails wide. Lady Evangels. So far, the whistles are going their way tonight, at least, with which way the ball is rolling.
It could be deep.
Oh, and an ace.
It may have been deep, but Smith tried to handle that one and unable to do so. She hesitated for just a second, like she was going to let that fly past, but she decided to take it. And that little hesitation caused her to misjudge the ball. So Lady Evangelist get that point. Sodich now, block attempt or a kill attempt, block back in the court of the Lady Lions. Point out to Mid-America. Now it's 19-15, Tim. Nice serve, handled by Lions. Back set to Sodich, handled by the Lady Evangels. Point out for Mid-America. That's better play. In the last 2 minutes, I'm seeing a lot better play from the black and white dressed Mid-America, and they are happy over there, right next to our bench.
That blocking attack up front is finally starting to do something for Lady Evangels. They take advantage of the premature whistle, which cancels the point, come right out. They're on a 4-0-1 run right now. They've cut this lead right down to 3. That's the closest they have been since this was 3-0 in the first game. So they are doing a good job of making this game 2 relevant again. Coach Hank Moore with the timeout trying to break this sudden Lady Evangels run.
Next game for the Lady Lions, October 9th at the University of Dallas in Irving. Our next home game, October 12th against Houston Tillotson. I said that name wrong.
Houston Tillotson.
Houston Tillotson University.
It's not spelled like Houston, that's what it is.
At 7 p.m. here in the Schaefer Gymnasium.
And that will be a conference game, so come out and check that one out.
Could be deep. It is deep. Emily Smith lets it fly over her head, and that's a free point for SAGU.
Lady Lions obviously 4th in conference right now overall with a 3-1 record. So
Taylor Calverley set to serve for the Lions. Puts it in play. Hudson unable to handle that kill attempt from Mid-America. Shelby Wright checks in for Jordan Stout up on the front line as the Lady Evangels just trying to hang on again like they did at the end of set number 1, hoping for a better result this time as they are down now just 3-10. This is a game now. We're gonna go to the end here. Nice catch from my co-host Tim Roberts.
No one will ever see it, unfortunately. It was a thing of beauty though. The Lady Lions get the point.
You
go
could have
up
been
by
a
4.
contender. You could have been a contender, Tim.
If catching
could've
volleyballs
been
was a
one.
sport, they're really easy to catch, and they don't come that fast. Goes off of J.J. Abbott's hand, and the Lady Evangels, like I said, just keeping this one close right now. They're still just down by 3.
2 players checking in now, West and also Renee Crockett. A server and a frontliner in for Mid-America as they try to stay alive, now down just 3 in set number 2. Not a great pass by Hudson, but handled. Back in play for Lady Evangels. Here comes the West. Block return inbounds. That's point out for the SAGU Lady Lions. Nice double block by, I believe that was Pascal and Hudson. Abbott looking to close this match out. Here's the set, short set. Handled by Abbott. Cox puts it back in play. Free ball. West sends it home.
West is having quite the set right now. Here on this left corner, she has just been dominating, and really she's the reason that the Lady Evangels have stayed relevant in this one.
She
She's
did not
carried the team.
she did not start this match, Tim. Not sure why. She's been the best player in the court for Lady Evangels.
Another block.
I think Cox may have either touched the net or stepped over the line. Point out for Mid-America as they are now down just 2, 22-20, and looking to steal set number 2. High soft serve handled by Pascal. Cox.
Hudson.
Here comes West again.
That's
It's
far.
out.
Too far for the Lady Evangels. They are staying tight though. Lady Lions 2 points away from surviving a furious Lady Evangels rally though.
Briggs, a strong server, puts the ball in play. West, set over. Becca Anderson's kill attempt unable to be handled by the Lady Lions, and they'll lose that point. 23-21, and don't look now, but we may be tied 1 set apiece with just a few more well-placed points by Mid-America. Here comes Hudson. Cox. No way you're going to get that one back. That angle was about 60 degrees, and the speed was about 60 miles an hour as Cox puts another kill in her stat sheet. 24-21.
3 game points coming up for the Lady Lions right now as Hudson goes back to serve. Like you said, just trying to survive what has been a furious Lady Evangels rally after falling behind 8-0.
Back set. Nice block by Sodich. Lady Evangels handle it. Free ball over. Set from Calverley. Cox, block, out of bounds, and that's set number 2. Goes to the Lady Lions, and they take a commanding 2-0 lead. And the players will switch sides, and we'll take a quick commercial break here on SAGU.TV as we continue with SAGU Lady Lions football. Well, check that. We're going to stay right here.
Now, we're going to head over now to a feature interview with the junior Cassie Cox, recently named Red River Athletic Conference Player of the Week. So just sit back and enjoy this interview as we have a brief intermission between Game 2 and Game 3.
So your position is middle blocker. What are your primary responsibilities?
My primary responsibilities are to block. I have to be in every block. The middle blocker is the only one who blocks every time. And even on a back row attack, the middle blocker at least has to jump. And usually like on a free ball or something, when like perfect pass, because you can't really go to the middle unless it's like a perfect pass because the sets are like so short and everything, and they have to be like pretty perfect in order for them to be able to set me. So usually like on a free ball, I'm the one who is responsible for like putting the ball away and getting the point.
What kind of satisfaction do you receive by rejecting a kill at the net?
Satisfaction from rejecting a kill. That's probably one of the best feelings next to smashing the ball down, is just because it's like that you stopped them from getting a point. Like you just stuffed it in their face, and it's just like, I don't know, it's awesome.
So how big of a role do you feel that teamwork
plays when you're on the court?
Teamwork is one of the biggest things in volleyball because you can't set without a pass, you can't hit without a set. It's like the core fundamental in communication between your teammates, working together with your setter, working with your passers, everybody hustling after the ball, talking, calling the ball is a fundamental part of volleyball.
And how do you feel that you reflect teamwork not only on the court but off the court as well with the girls?
Gosh, we have so much fun. Like all of our girls, our best friends are on the volleyball team. Pretty much everyone, I'm pretty sure their best friends are, like the volleyball girls. And we kind of call ourselves sisters. We don't just say they're our teammates, but they're our sisters. Like we love each other like sisters. We help each other not only spiritually, we have prayer partners. Each of us, we meet a couple times a week, pray for each other. And we have devotions and, we're just there for each other in every aspect.
What is it like to play for Coach Moore? Do you have a favorite story about him?
Oh, you have like 10 people who are probably the biggest influences in your life around there. I would say he's probably like top 5 influences in my life as far as just like the woman I want to be, like pushing me to be like a great woman of God, integrity and like working hard in everything that I do and just like showing me how you're supposed to love people, I guess.
Coach Moore has recently kind of put you on the same pedestal as your former teammate, Brittany Toole. What kind of confidence does this give to you?
I didn't know he did that, but I would say that's pretty awesome because she was one of the greater players, I think, that's been at SAGU. The fact that he has that much confidence in me, that he thinks I'm that talented, I don't know, that's pretty nice that I can be on that level.
You have already been chosen to the Red River Athletic Conference Honorable Mention. What are some of your goals for this year?
Probably, I know one of Coach Moore's goals is he thinks that I can be an All-American this year. So that would probably be like my top goal. To be top in the conference for blocks, I would like to step that up and just being top in kills and just working hard. I don't know, I was second team last year, so to be first team, that would be pretty cool to bump it up one.
And what are some of your goals for the team as a whole?
I would love to make it to nationals, to be like the top few in our conference, to win regionals, and to do really well at nationals, even win. That would be great.
Thanks so much, Cassie, for being with us tonight, and good luck the rest of the season.
Thank you.
Welcome back to the Schaefer Gymnasium here in the campus of Southwestern. Sons of God Lions hold a commanding 2-0 set lead. And some of the stats quickly, Tim, for Mid-America in game number 2, you've got only 132 hitting percentage. That's pretty low for volleyball. 10 assists by Callie Soli, 5 kills by Priscilla West from Brazil, playing great, and Becky Anderson with 4 kills. Lions
303 game 2, so they're looking great right there. Cassie Cox leading the way with 6 kills. Caitlin Hudson had 3 more. Total assists in the second game there for Taylor Calverley was 10 total. So they're looking really good.
Just a quick note, Jessica Sodich leads the Red River Conference right now in kills per game with 4. She had 6 in game 1, just 1 in game 2, so she's still actually on her average. Yep. 8 total through 2 games, Tim.
Yes, she's right on average for what she usually does per game, and obviously right behind her, though, in that total. And looking great tonight. Cassie Cox, you just saw the feature interview with her. She has 10 kills on the night. And again, not a lot of those are typical, textbook Cassie Cox kills of hit the ball and then dig a couple feet down to go find it. She's just tapping it over. It's very interesting, though, how this second game really progressed after Lady Lions jumped ahead. The Lady Evangels showed a lot of fight, getting right back in it, cutting the lead down to 2, making it 23-21. So now with the Lady Lions walking out on the court, they have 3 games now to try to win this. They can go for the sweep right here. So we will see if this will be a sweep or if the Lady Evangels have found some fight in them to keep this thing going into game 4.
You talked about Cox. Her last match, Tim, against the University of St. Thomas, one reason she's a player of the week, 21 kills on 32 attacks, just 4 errors for a .531 hitting percentage. That's outstanding.
Absolutely. And again, you look at this right here tonight, she hit, in the first game, she hit 600. In the second game, she hit 600. So she is hitting 600 right now. So she may even top her effort against St. Thomas with a good set 3.
And set 3 is about to begin here in the Schaefer Gymnasium, and it'll be number 12 from Mid-America, serving Renee Crockett. And we'll serve to the Lady Lions as we begin set 3. Back set. Handled by the front line Lady Lions. Here's set to Cox. Nice soft kill, killing me softly. I just dated myself again. I got to stop singing these old songs. But a great, nevertheless, that's a kill. Mark it up.
Well, right now it's the same
By
old
Cox.
song for Mid-America, the Lady Evangels. They fall behind 1-0 very quickly.
That's a great save by the libero.
And a whistle on the Lady
Double
Lions.
hit looks like on the Lady Lions.
Interesting point right there. That is the first time this game has been tied. Excluding 0-0 ties,
yeah.
that is the first tie of the game. Lady Evangels will now try for their first lead of the game.
Calverley takes herself over the net. Forward set over to West.
Block.
West block returned by Cox. Rejected. Point out, Lady Lions.
As another interesting point right there, we mentioned in the beginning of the broadcast, Lady Evangels are number 2 in the NAIA in total blocks. They have only 3 blocks through the first 2 games, so well below their average.
Absolutely.
That's a huge factor, I believe, in why they have not been able to click like they usually can when your biggest strength is gone.
Sodich puts that one away.
And so again, the Lady Lions up 3-1, trying to spread the lead out early.
The senior Hudson, the only senior on the bench or on the squad for the Lions, put the ball in play. There's a whistle there first. Oh yeah, check that. Point out. It looked clean. There's a discussion among the refs. Okay, yeah, point out for the Lady Evangels. It looked clean, and it was. 3-2 your score in game number 3.
Emily Smith.
Oh,
Blocked back.
Nice block by Cassie. And she'll take a quick seat. Abbott, check that. Pascal, number 6, into the front middle position for the Lady Lions. As libero Emily Smith puts the ball in play, leading 4-2. Hits the net, that's fine. Abbott. Calverley to Sodich. Handled by the Evangels, Lady Evangels. Ball still in play, whistle now.
4 hits.
Only allowed 3 in volleyball for Kostya. And Lady Evangels give that point over to Lady Lions as they now fall down 5-2. Smith. Back set, and it's good. Just inside the line. Mid-America now down 5-3. Becca Anderson, that's number 16, the senior from Cleburne, just down the road. Put the ball in play. That's a good serve, but just a bit out. Looked good coming off her hands. Still just a bit left. Briggs now takes a seat. Pascal in for your Lady Lions. Calverley set back to serve. The assist leader on this SAGU squad this year. Unable to be handled by the back court of the Lady Evangels. Free ball for the Lady Lions. Here's a back set. Pascal. Calverley again. This one's going to go to Sodich. Off balance. Great save by the libero. Caitlin Hudson unable to track that one down, and the Lady Evangels will take advantage of that miscue. Keep it close, 6-4, Tim.
Yeah, this one's definitely staying a lot more manageable after the Lady Lions opened up a 12-2 lead in game 1 and an 8-0 lead in game 2. This one stayed a lot closer from the onset, and that's exactly what the Lady Evangels need. They showed that they can put together a late run, so keep it close and try to take away game 3 and keep this one going.
Back set from Calverley. Sodich puts it away. Blocked off the hands of number 11, Renee Crockett. Point out, Lady Lions.
Now serving Jessica Sodich.
Sodich now back to serve. It's been a good spot for the Lady Lions tonight. They've had 6 aces total.
Not enough height on that kill attempt by number 12 for the Lady Evangels, Casey Montgomery. She was facing 2 middle blockers, or 2 blockers in the middle, and easily handled by the Lady Lions. Priscilla West checking back in for number 24, Taryn Walker. Taryn Walker will take a seat.
At the end of the game comes Alyssa Kirk.
Oh, check that.
Jessica
They gave the
Sodich.
point to Lady Evangels. I stand corrected. That was the point out to Lady Evangels. stand corrected. 7-5 your score. Calverley back set.
Blocked right back on the Lady Lions.
Looks like Pascal tried to punch that one over.
And it's 7-6 now.
Batley puts the ball in play. Short, hits the net. Libero unable to handle that one, and that's going to be the purple and white. Point out, Cox checks back in for Libero.
Abbott back to serve. She had 2 aces to start out that huge run in game 2.
Sure enough, back set.
Net is touched by the Lady Evangels. And the Lady Lions, it feels like kind of an accordion right now. They take a little bit of a lead. The Lady Evangels get right back close. And the Lady Lions take another lead. So they're back up by 3.
Abbott.
Blocked right
Cox
back.
ready for it. Hudson. Evangels recover. I think that's 4 hits. It is 4 hits, and West knew it. That's why she just caught the ball.
Yep. Unable
Lady
to
Lions.
get that one back over the net after the solid hit by Caitlin Hudson.
Lions take a 10-6 lead. West, block out, touched by the Lady Lions.
And West flexing her muscle up front still.
10-7.
Trying to keep this one, again, relevant for the Lady Evangels.
Pass, Cox, back to Hudson.
Too
and that
far.
ball is just sailing just a bit past the right side out of bounds marker. Point out for Lady Evangels, and Casey Montgomery will now put this ball in play, the junior from Norman, Oklahoma. Cox rejected.
Up front by Becca Anderson. She leads the team in blocks.
Wow.
That's a huge block there.
That was height on height, and Montgomery, or Anderson, wins that battle.
So the Lady Evangels back down by 1.
Here comes Cox
this one
again.
a game.
Check that. That's going to be Hudson. She gets it. The block by the Evangels did not fall back over the net, and it fell right in front of Hudson, and she celebrates a kill.
Hudson almost had a chance to bat that one down from where she was.
Briggs puts the ball in play.
Another
Unable to be
ace.
handled by West. Didn't seem like to be a particularly difficult serve, but West unable to get a handle on that ball. And
It dropped short of where it seemed to be going at first, and now she hits that one long. And that's going to be basically a free ball for the Lady
ball.
Lions.
Here comes Hudson. Oh, that's a nice play. Kirk to Taylor. Calverley to Cox. Chalk up another kill for the 6'1" junior from Lufkin, Texas.
And just like that, Lady Lions stretch it right back out to 4. They have been able to keep any momentum out of the hands of Lady Evangels.
Rejected by,
block.
I'm not sure if that was Cox or Calverley, a little bit of both of them, but they were right there. The angle was cut off clearly by West's attempt. And love the defense, love the positioning the front line is giving the Lady Lions tonight, Tim.
Yeah, they have challenged this great front line of Lady
The
Evangels.
tip battle.
And so far won.
Libero handles that. Set over to Caitlin Hudson. She puts it away.
Monster
Powerful.
kill. What a kill by Caitlin Hudson. Perfect passing and just puts it away. Lady Lions stretch the lead right back to 6, and that sparks another Lady Evangels timeout. As again, they cut this right back down to 10-9.
Now, Hank Moore was arguing, or I should say, having a discussion with officials about something after that point went out for the SAGU Lions. Not sure what the issue was, but he didn't seem very happy about something.
There was discussion about a call that was uncalled on the Lady Evangels, I believe. Didn't matter, though, because Hudson took it home, took it upon herself to finish that one off. Lady Lions are looking good right now. Again, they just done such a good job of not letting the momentum ever stay in the hands of Lady Evangels. It looked
Right.
like there for a moment, 10-9, Lady Evangels might have been able to capture something else. All of a sudden, a 5-0 run by the Lady Lions have this one, you know, right back where they wanted again.
just 10 points away from a 3-0 sweep, which was not what we expected at the beginning of tonight's ball game.
Not at all. After the way the first game went, with the way these teams looked matched, it looked like this one would definitely go the distance. Definitely not over yet, though. You cannot rule the Lady Evangels. They had a big rally to end game 2. They need that right now to keep their night alive.
Handled by Hudson. Over to Cox. She tips it over. Reset, libero. Calverley back to Cox. Oh, baby! Cox puts it away. And they can now sense the end is near as they pull out to a comfortable 16-9 lead, moving that ball with precision.
And does Taylor Calverley ever make a mistake? It just doesn't feel like so. It feels like every set from Calverley is perfect. That goes out of bounds. Lady Lions go up, I believe. We'll wait for the official ruling here. Yes, Lady Lions go up 17-9. Like, yeah, you have to give all the credit when things are going well to the person who's in charge of making them go well, and that's Calverley.
In trouble. A great save by Lady Evangels. Here comes Calverley again. Over to Hudson. Takes the net. Adds a kill to her stat sheet. Didn't mean to hit the net, but that threw the whole defense off their guard, and out goes West. In comes Taryn Walker for the Lady Evangels. They now fall down 18-9.
An 8-0 run for the Lady Lions, trying to finish this one off.
Walker set to Calverley. Nice save in the back defense by Lady Evangels. The libero, Smith to Calverley to Hudson. And
a little bit
Lady
of ping pong
Evangels
there, it seems.
Unable to get a grasp on that ball and put it back in play. The body language of the Lady Evangels just does not look very confident now at all.
As smooth and easygoing as it's been for the Lady Lions so far, it's been the exact opposite for the Lady Evangels. The Lady Evangels have been unable to really ever get anything consistent going, while the Lady Lions have just been very much, the passing, the sets have been so precision. Lady Evangels have never really seemed to be on track tonight.
That's a nice play. Props to Becca Anderson. There was anger in that kill.
It broke a 9-0 run, so there's reason for the anger behind that kill. Trailing by 9, the Lady Evangels need something. They need it fast.
Hudson gets another kill. That block not handled by the Lady Evangels. Boy, it's going to be tough picking a player of the game, Tim. There's so many positive things I'm seeing tonight from the Lady Lions Ball Club. Calverley. Sodich, block, in trouble. Mid-America unable to handle that ball. And now it's just looking easier and easier by the point now for the Lady Lions.
It really does feel at this point the Lady Evangels, so they call another timeout, trying to find any way to find the way back into this, that it's just become too much. The Lady Evangels are just facing such great play from the Lady Lions.
Calverley, 17 assists in the first 2 games. She's already had, I count at least 5 or 6 already in this game.
That's what I've been watching, especially because sometimes you focus so much just on the mighty kills, you miss who gave them the chance for that. I've been watching Taylor Calverley on this game alone, and she is just such a precision setter. You could not ask for a better job than what she's doing, and she's definitely going to be a major candidate for player of the game tonight. We'll see the final stats here in just a minute as it appears. Lady Lions just 4 points away.
Wow.
Lady Evangels 15 points away. Lady Lions looking good tonight, trying to capture their 4th straight win and move to 10-10 on the year. Erase the memory of that poor start and get right back to 500.
Lions have all their starters back in the game, Tim. Coach Hank Moore looking to finish this thing now.
Off the net. Oh, what a save. That's a lot.
Great save by Cox. Phenomenal. Back set. Anderson checked by libero. There'll be a play, and here comes that play from Sodich, and it's handled by Evangels. They're going to be a free ball into the net. Both teams grasping to just keep the ball in play. Both teams excel to the very end with Lady Evangels unable to handle that kill attempt.
The Lady Lions keeping that one alive the whole way.
Sure.
Just amazing. free for the Lady Lions.
Back set,
Cassie Cox.
Whistle.
Net is touched.
Out. Point out to the Lady Lions. There's nothing going the way of the Lady Evangels tonight.
And this game was 10-9 just brief moments ago. The Lady Lions on a 13-1 run to put this one essentially away at
nice
this point.
Nice deep serve by Hudson.
Emily
Rocket.
Smith, what a dig.
Hudson. Pass over to Sodic. Sodic. Blocked. Point out for the Lady Evangels. Off the hands of Jessica Sodic. 23-11. Game, said match nearly over, but you got to finish to the end. It's a short serve, a great pancake save, a kick. A kick by Sodic.
That's legal. Another great dig. Oh, but that one's just
Sodic
missed.
lets that one go. From my angle, couldn't see if she really had a play on it, but a kick is perfectly legal in volleyball.
It's
and
completely
it
legal.
looked like it was just a casual kick, like nothing to it. Here, you can have it. Little soccer move. But Lady Lions unable to capitalize on that nice kick save. Calverley tips it over, tip back over. Lions, Calverley sets up for Cox, rejected. Another nice play by Becca Anderson, having a fine game for the Lady Evangels.
Evangels cut the lead back down to 10. They are unwilling to cede this one quite yet.
Short serve.
Another kick.
Another kick.
Well, if you didn't know you could kick a ball in volleyball,
you know now.
You definitely know. Lady Lions enforcing that rule to the end. As, again, we saw that short serve earlier on. It was never working. It's worked 2 times right in a row now.
Here comes Calverley to Cox.
Oh!
Love that combination. The back set, the slide from Cox, puts it away. She takes a quick breather. In comes Abbott. And we have reached match point in just set number 3, Tim. Did not see this coming. 24-14.
10 match
Evangels
points.
got to run off a bunch of points in a row. But first, here comes Sodic. That's a nice, oh, that's a live ball still. Great save. Libero.
Oh, and the Lady Lions up
Hudson.
by 10, pursuing
hopes
to
he's
the
okay
end.
there.
Hudson
She went
goes
all out for that one.
Yeah, goes into the wall, up by 10. The
You know,
Lady
they're
Lions
up by 10, 2 sets to nothing, and she's still going all out. Wow, impressive.
Sodic
That's
with a carry, with a lift.
Ball. Lift, yep.
Lift by Sodic.
Maybe she's try that foot again.
And so here comes the Lady Evangels down by 8, fighting to the end.
That's a nice save by Calverley.
And
Very
Sodic
nice
ends
save.
it.
And that's going to result in a point, and the match goes to your Lady Lions decisively, 3-0, finishing them off 25-16 in the final set. And wow, so the Lady Lions improved to 10-10 on the season, Tim. Back to 500.
Exactly, and they're on a 9-2 run right now, so very impressive. So we're going to head to a quick commercial break. When we come back, we'll have post-game thoughts, post-game interviews, and
our
previews.
player of the game.
Player of the game and preview what's coming up next. So stay with us here on SAGU Sports Live.
Welcome back to the Schaefer Gymnasium as we have just witnessed a 3-0 shutout put out there by the Lady Lions. And Tim, impressive play by the whole front court plus our setter.
Yeah, when you just look straight through this lineup right here, you see Jessica Sodic with 11 kills, Caitlin Hudson with 11 kills, Cassie Cox with 15 kills, and 31 assists by Taylor Calverley. And the averages of these players, 269 by Sodic, 435 by Hudson, 500 by Cassie Cox, and 500 by Taylor Calverley. They were just dominant tonight, absolutely dominant from the beginning of the game to the end.
Hitting percentage 347 overall by the Lady Lions. That's very impressive.
Yeah, immensely impressive. For the Lady Evangels, tie at the top, Priscilla West and Becca Anderson with 8 kills apiece. West really kind of the anchoring point in game 2 that almost got them back in there. 27 assists by Callie Soli. As they fall in 3 sets, though, pretty convincingly. Lady Lions.
You mentioned between games 2 and 3 the blocks. They lead the nation in blocks, just 16 blocks tonight.
Yeah, just 6 overall, 6 for the Lady Lions right up front there. When you look across there, yeah, Cassie Cox right there. 4 total blocks for her when you look at the three assist blocks and 1 block total. So 4 total blocks
So
great night.
We have a player of the game.
Yeah, and really, when you look right here, you see some massive offensive numbers, but there's a reason those numbers were that high, and that's when you have an absolutely all-star setter, essentially, Taylor Calvary.
And we're going to go to Bianca, who has Taylor
Calvary
Calvary
right
here.
now.
Bianca, you've got Taylor Calvary. Congratulations, Taylor. Player of the game.
Thanks, guys. I'm here with junior setter Taylor Calvary. Now, Taylor, you're playing with 3 of the biggest hitters in the league, Sodich, Cox, and Hudson. How do you determine who to go to?
It really depends on the pass, being whoever is on, hitting the most and the best. They're all good options. I really just pick and go.
Okay, and you know, Mid-American, they're ranked number 2 in the NAIA for blocks. What were some other concerns that you had about the team coming in tonight?
They have some pretty big hitters, so if our blocking wasn't there, then our defense was going to struggle, but they did really well.
Okay, and looking forward to next week's game, what changes or what adjustments are you going to make?
Well, hopefully bring up our intensity, and hopefully there's a bigger crowd here next time. But yeah, I think we did pretty good, but I think our blocking needs to pick up, but we'll do better.
And you know, in the next couple matches, you will have the advantage of being home again, but good luck or thank you so much for today.
Thank you.
Back to you guys.
Thank you, Bianca. Thank you, Taylor. Great playing. Taylor also 3 kills on the night from his assist player primarily, and 2 defensive digs and 3 free block attempts. So a great, well-rounded effort, but props to Calvary for setting up those points for all those players.
Yeah, absolutely great job. So, well, this is a big week at SAGU. It is homecoming week, so we hope everybody out there is excited. There's going to be a lot of attention, a lot of stuff going on campus this week. But the big thing for us this Saturday, Lumpkin Stadium, the annual homecoming football game. The Lions will be taking on the Haskell Indians Nation University. That'll start at 1:45 pregame, and you got to be sure and tune into the pregame show because we're going to get you everything you need, and Bianca's going to get you what you really need, talking with the coaches. So you got to tune in at 1:45 for the pregame show. Weekend after that, the October 20th, we're going to be right back at Lions Field for the home closer for the men's and women's soccer. There's going to be some huge playoff implications there. It's a big conference game, last home game of the season, senior day. Definitely tune into that one. We'll be right back here in this gymnasium October 25th to round out our October lineup with volleyball, and there's going to be a whole lot more volleyball action going in November. So stay with us here on SAGU Sports Live.
That game against Southern Nazarene University. It's a 7 p.m. start for volleyball.
So yeah, we'll be right back here at 10:25. And obviously, if you want to stay up to date with everything we're doing, go to facebook.com/SAGU Sports Live. We have game schedules, we have player interviews. Highlights of this game will be up there tomorrow, so be sure and stay tuned. Stay in tune with what we're doing for you here with the SAGU Sports Network. So,
well, on behalf of Tim Roberts, I'm Rob Price. Thank you so much for watching tonight's broadcast on SAGU.TV. We'll see you this Saturday, homecoming, SAGU Sports Live. Take care. God bless.